I cannot believe I am actually about to say this, but today I am going back into the fitting rooms. I am currently outside of Old Navy, which is about to open in 4 minutes, and Old Navy recently released an entirely new sizing system called Bodequality. This is not sponsored at all whatsoever, but I've been so curious about it ever since they mentioned it. And essentially what it is this new way that they're approaching sizing both in stores and online. And they've gotten rid of like a straight size and a plus size section, and they have combined it to just one section, which is like all anyone could ever ask for. And as of August 20th, which by the time I'm filming this was a few days ago, they now carry all of their sizes in store. I'm mind blown. I know everyone has their opinions on fast fashion. I totally understand that. I think there's a lot of conversations and like sub-nuanced topics that we could talk about. But truthfully, I'm just really excited to be able to walk into the store and know that my size is gonna be available. I mean, like based on if it's in stock or whatever. But the fact that people who are from a size 00 to a size 30 can walk into the store and know that their size is gonna be available for them is truly groundbreaking, even though it shouldn't be. This really should just be the standard for all clothing stores, so I'm really excited to check it out. I haven't been in an Old Navy since long before the pandemic. Honestly, it's probably been since like 2019. I buy Old Navy secondhand from time to time on like ThredUp or at the thrift store, but I haven't been in the store in a long time. And honestly, a huge part of that, besides the fact that I shop fast fashion like significantly less, I stopped going into stores because it depressed me. It made me really upset. There was never my size available. The sizing was all wonky, and I usually left feeling like garbage about myself. So I'm actually so excited to head in and check this out and see what this is all about. I do think this is a massive step in the right direction. I'm really excited to see what they continue to do with this. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I know a lot of you have been wanting to see me do this since the news came out about Old Navy. So we're gonna head inside and see what we can find. I'm gonna actually walk into a store and be able to just shop. I can't believe it. Let's do it. So we are back in the fitting room. Here we are. I literally can't believe it. Starting off, I went for these really cool khaki overalls that I happened to see laying around. I got them in a size 16. They retailed for $54.99, and then I just also happened to find this olive green tank top. This was a size extra large, and the retail price for this one was $12. I don't really like love the two of these together, but I kind of just threw them on because it's what I had. So first, for the overalls, I actually really do like the fit of them. I think that they hug my body nicely. I don't really have any real complaints other than they do feel ever so slightly see-through. And I don't know if that's just me being traumatized from white jeans in the past, but they do kind of show little dimples here and there on my legs. So just keep that in mind if that's something that concerns you. It's really not that big of a deal for me. To give you a little sneak peek, I actually did end up buying these. I just really love the idea of wearing these with fall sweaters, like really warm tones. I'm very excited about that. So these were a win. And then the tank top I loved because it was tuckable. We love a tuckable moment, and I loved the really soft material. It was like super buttery, and I felt like it was a really good price. So I decided to go home with this one as well. I just love the neckline. I love the racer back. I just think this is like a perfect lounge around the house with leggings outfit. So yeah, don't love these together, but I really do love both of these individually. And I just like, I'm in disbelief. Like, I'm in the fitting rooms. What is life? Next up, because I was literally just browsing and grabbing whatever the hell I felt like, I found this pair of pajamas, and I was like, wait, these are really cute. So they had these little dolphin shorts. Got them in a size extra large. They were $15 retail, and then it has a little matching t-shirt, and it's slightly cropped. It's kind of boxy. I got this one in a size large because it seemed a bit oversized as it was, and this one also retails for $15. I thought these were the cutest combo ever for pajamas, so I was like, all right, let's see what they look like. So starting off with the shorts, as I was putting them on, I was like, oh no, these are way too big, but I really do love the style of the shorts. Like, I think they're called dolphin shorts. I love how they kind of like overlap, and yeah, I don't really mind that they were too big. Like, if I were to buy them, I would buy them in an extra large just because I kind of like my shorts oversized. But then we got to the shirt, and the shirt was just, it was giving middle age, you know what I mean? It just wasn't my favorite cut. I felt like it needed some kind of trim around the collar or something. It just wasn't my personal style. No offense if this is your style, but I just didn't love how the t-shirt was looking. Like, it just felt like I was wearing a top from J. Crew. So as much as I think that it's a really cute set together and I like the way it fit overall, I decided to pass on this because I was just like, you know what, if I'm not in love with it, I can probably find a better one. So yeah, kind of a bummer on the t-shirt, but really loved the shorts, but I guess not enough to buy them separately because I liked them as a set, but not necessarily individually, so I passed on these. Next up, we have a cute little sunflower tank top. I love the kind of smocking on this. It has a little mini sunflower print, but I had to get this in a double XL because that was the only size close to mine that they had available, and the price tag was ripped off. So then I picked up this pair of cute, like, oversized sort of boyfriend looking style shorts, and these are in a size 16. I hadn't been to Old Navy in a while, so I wasn't sure what the sizing was going to be like, so these retailed for $34.99, and as soon as I put it on, I was like, oh no. And I'm really bummed about this tank top because the only sizes that they had were small and medium, and then it immediately went to double XL. So there was no large or XL, so I was like, maybe I can get away with the double XL, and absolutely not. It was just not my size at all. It just wasn't really doing anything for my figure overall. Do you know what I mean? So that one was a bummer. And then for the shorts, they were like, I felt very mediocre about these. They were a little bit oversized, so if I could go back, I would size down to a 14, and they were just very, very mid-rise. I was like really struggling with wanting to pull them up and then giving myself a camel toe. So I liked the kind of boyfriend nature of these shorts, but there were just a lot of different things that I would fix. I would make them more high-rise. I would size down, definitely. But overall, I really have been loving the longer shorts look lately. As you can see, I do have like a bit of a waist gap in the back, but they are really cute shorts, and they were, I believe, 50% off, so I didn't go home with either of these, but they were cute. Next, moving into jeans. These jeans were the most requested and the one that I was the most excited about, and these are called the extra high-rise straight jeans. These retail for $44.99, so I decided to try these in a 14 because the 16 pair of shorts were way too big. So when I put these on and looked in the mirror, I was like, okay, these are actually so cute. I love the little like raw hem at the ankle. I'm gonna be honest though, I am always critical about the rise, and as you can see, this 14 is a little bit tight on the waist, so I wanted to go back and size up to a size 16, but overall, that aside, these are a very cute pair of jeans. I like where they cut on my ankle. It's just, yeah, a little bit tight around the waist, and the wash is cute. My butt looks cute in them. Really no complaints overall. They are the slightest bit stretchy, which I also really appreciated. I think, you know, being able to bend down and like tie your shoes is a luxury with jeans these days. So the only critiques I would give it are just that I would want it to be a little bit more high rise, but I actually really liked these. Spoiler, they were my favorite of the day by far. Next up, we have another popular jean, and these were called the high rise OG straight ankle jean. I got these again in a size 16 because I wanted to try and size up. I struck out with the last pair. These retail for $54.99, and when I put these on, I was like, what in the heck is going on? Like, what is with these rips? I don't really understand. It's like I skinned my knees wearing my jeans or something. I don't really understand what's going on there. I didn't really see that when I was picking them out. And then again, if this is high rise, I'm jumping off a cliff. Like, I just don't understand. I think it's because I'm so tall and I have such a long torso, but you know, high rise for Old Navy usually means mid-rise for me, so I don't want to go anywhere near mid-rise because that would be low-rise. It's just, as you can see, it just sits really low on my waist, so if you were a shorter person with a shorter torso, absolutely fine, but as you can see, when I'm stretching here, my belly button pops right out. It's just not the right fit. I'm just not loving the way they look. They feel very skinny jeans on me, so they may totally be for you. I'll link all of these down below in case you want to check them out, but this is the way they fit on me. not perfect. Didn't really love them for me, but you know, to each their own. If you love them, I think that's great, but I personally never want to wear these again. And for the last pair, I went for the Rockstar Super Skinny Jeans. I don't really love skinny jeans that much anymore, but I decided to go for these because, to be honest, there wasn't a huge selection. So these are a size 16. They were kind of a struggle to put on because, you know, they are skinny jeans. And the first thing I noticed when I put these on was just that, number one, they were barely mid-rise on me, and I just really didn't fit into them. I would have needed to size up to a size 18, which is weird because black jeans, I always feel like black jeans run extremely small, which is strange. And yeah, these just kind of look like I'm wearing leggings. So if they're gonna look like I'm wearing leggings, I might as well just wear black leggings and be comfortable, you know? So these were just too small on me. They weren't high rise enough. They were a little bit tight around my ankle. They just weren't the perfect fit for me. They are for you, that's amazing, but I'm just giving you my honest opinion. So yeah, tried on a few things, and I'm not gonna lie, I was the slightest bit disappointed. So let's go back to the car. I will show you what I got and gather our thoughts.
Okay, made it back in the car. I am profusely sweating. I completely forgot how much sweat accumulates when you try on clothing in a dressing room. Oh my god, the back of my neck is like wet. I just checked out and I'll show you what I ended up getting. I got the cute little bag with the Bodequality thing, love that. I did end up getting the khaki overalls. I think I'm just gonna wear them unrolled so that they are a little bit longer. That's kind of the look I prefer. And then I really want to wear these with my mustard high top Converse. I think that'll be a really cute look. And then I did decide to get this like army green racerback tank top. I just like these for wearing with leggings, wearing them around the house, like just very casual. I probably wouldn't wear these together, but I'm excited about it. And then the sad part is when I went back to the front section of the store to get the sky high straight rise, the first pair of jeans that I tried on that I absolutely loved, I just needed a size larger. They didn't have that size. It went from like a size 4, 6, and 8, and then it went all the way to a 14. There was only one 14, and then it went to a 26. So they didn't have it, and that is something that I noticed quite a bit. The lady at the front said, "Did you find everything okay?" And usually I would say, yeah, but this time I was like, no, I should give them feedback, like this is a new sizing system. So I just said, oh no, there was a pair of jeans that I really wanted, but my size isn't available. And they were like, oh, what jeans is it? And I was like, oh, it's the Sky Rise Straight or whatever they're called. And they were like, what size do you need? We can order them for you and it can get shipped to your house for free. And I was like, oh. The process was a little bit stressful because they had to like find my account in the system, and it had an old address from like back when I lived in Nashville, and like way back, like I'm talking like my address from 2010. So it was just very like, I probably stood at the register for like 12 minutes just giving her all of my updated information, and like it probably would have been easier to just order them online myself. But either way, overall my thoughts are that this is a huge step in the right direction, like I said, but I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit disappointed, if I'm being honest. I think that what they're doing is amazing, and I can't wait to see it move forward and grow and develop and get better. And I do think a huge part of this is that a lot of people heard about this and they got excited and they're going to the store and buying clothes. So I might have come on a day where it's like really low stock. I did notice that there wasn't like a massive selection of jeans. Like they had the Sky High Rise. Those were very featured. I could tell there were a lot of different like washes and cuts of those, but beyond that there wasn't really that much of an option. Like I didn't see any boyfriend jeans, I didn't see any like wide leg jeans of any kind. Like I was kind of disappointed, and I don't know if it's just the store that I went to, but really there was just like the Sky High Rise. There were a couple mid-rise boot cut jeans, which like we all know I'm not going anywhere near those. If the high rise was mid-rise on me, then you know the mid-rise would be low rise, so I'm not doing that. But other than that, like, and the skinny jeans, I didn't see that much of a variety. So just some feedback, just some very honest feedback. I try to think of this through as critical of a lens as possible, because I know a lot of you are kind of like taking into account what people online say, and then it may or may not influence you to like go spend your money. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's anything that I missed in the comments. I'll be happy to answer your questions. Thank you so much for being here, for stopping by on your journey on the internet today. It means so much to me. I'm sending you all of my love, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.